First of all, this is a rip-off of Genius, straight up, you know. So don't sue me. I just know y'all not gonna hit me up anytime soon, but you know, I need content so people can listen to my album. The hook, or rather the chorus, no? I'm gonna read it off my phone.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because I have a lot of thoughts on my mind, so I can't just remember. Okay. Houston, we got a problem, we oughta solve it. Breaching the borders, alien forces, Martians. So first of all, the song itself, Blue Alert, is a song pretty much of, it's kind of like I'm shouting myself out. You know, saying shout out to my old self, like high school, primary school, where I was an extremely shy kid. Like, I didn't want any type of social interaction. So whenever someone would approach me, it was almost like it was an alien invasion. So that's like me being the astronaut or whoever sci-fi person in space saying, Houston, we've got a problem. There's Martians and they're infiltrating, right? And then we keep going. Yo, are we ready? Are we steady? Your spaghetti, they gon' turn us to confetti. Let's barricade the whole dang venue. So I'm pretty much saying that the aliens that are taking over, unless you're ready for it, they're gonna destroy the whole venue. In other words, the whole venue. In other words, this whole thing where we live at. Then the hook starts. Ain't no innuendo, below mellow yellow, boarding up my window. I don't want let no one in though. ×2, I'm not gonna do it again. I'm pretty much just saying this isn't a false alarm. I pretty much went off of the whole concept of there's blue alert, there's yellow alert, and then there's red alert. Red alert is of course is a catastrophe. It's a whole, it's what you don't want it to be, right? So I'm pretty much saying ain't no innuendos, and there's no other meaning. I'm trying to be below mellow yellow. I'm trying to be on the blue alert where everything is kind of, the coast is clear. Never was a popular dude, wasn't really something to do, cause the popular dudes that I knew wasn't popping or cool, and I never really vibed with them dudes, but it's cool, man, what can you do? So, of course, every school system has the geeks, has the cool people, right? Now, I'd say I had potential, maybe in my later years of high school, to become the cool guy, but I didn't like those gens. Hey, but if they watch this, it's fine. I'm cool with who I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. Couldn't wait to hop in the booth when the schoolwork fly, but I knew I was not gonna lose. I finna cruise in my drop top bopping that noon with the crew. Yeah, that was the move. Every time school finished, after school or whenever, we always used to kick it at my one boy's crib. And that's all it was about. You know what I mean? We didn't care about who was doing this. There's gonna be a fight at the back gate. This person is going out with this person. We didn't give a damn about that. It was cool. We just kicked it with each other. So that's pretty much what this is all alluding toward. I don't even know if I used those words properly. Shy as hell. I remember way back in the day, I was terrified, so I used to bite my nails. Was afraid I might laugh. I actually used to not bite my nails. I never bit my nails. It was always kind of weird. I bit my nails just because. It wasn't necessarily because I was nervous, but I felt like for this part it would have been. Was afraid they might laugh. Wasn't always like that though. Trauma made me doubt myself. Had to learn to fight back, so I thought of my strap, pulled the trigger, had to bite the shell. What I'm pretty much saying is that because it's a high school situation and kids are cruel, like high school even to primary school, so there were a lot of doubts, of course, that you'd have with yourself. You know, as a teenager, you're going through things, etc., etc. You get it. So that's pretty much what I was talking about. But I had to bite the bullet myself, but not figuratively though. I wasn't on that suicide thing because hey now. Came from a very strong black household. We don't do those things out here, boy. I'd catch 2 more shells if I try something like that. But never will I ignite myself if I don't like myself. So that's pretty much what it meant. That I need to bite the bullet of, okay, someone is saying this, someone is saying that, there are rumors about you, etc., etc. But like, doesn't matter that's happening because I know I'm not gonna activate myself if I'm not feeling myself. In other words, if I don't believe in myself, then who's gonna believe in me? And even if other people believe in you, it shouldn't mean anything because you're the one who's going to do it. Whether they believe or not, it's not going to help you get to where you need to be. So that's pretty much what that one was. Imagine the galaxies. I just have to be in the major leagues, not talking about the athletes. No, No, my here to please, it's philosophy, mathematics and astronomy, and a little part of me feel the misery because everybody who was close to me say these things was never really meant for me. Bro, there's a mentor I have, right? There was a mentor I had, but we're cool now. But pretty much whenever I showed him my music, he was like, don't do it. Because it made me feel like I don't have what it takes. You know what I mean? And I learned something about myself that when somebody does that, when there's doubt, that's like my biggest inspiration. When someone says some negative, backmouth stuff toward me about my goals or my ambitions, saying that I don't have what it takes, then I'm going to shoot through it. No matter what happens, I'm going to take it down. Back to back, about to beat the odds. Clover, diamond, spades right through the heart. Life is like a simple game of cards, poker, solitaire, etc. What I was pretty much saying in this part was like, life is like rolling the dice. You never know what's going to happen, regardless of how much effort you do put in, and regardless of all the work that you put in. There are ups and downs. For instance, COVID happened. You know, everybody had something going, everybody had some opportunity. But the point is, regardless of all that stuff that is happening, though life is like a game of cards, you need to push through that because time moves forward. You know, the sun's not going to chill and be like, okay, you've had a bad time. You've had it rough. So I'm going to give you a break. There's no breaks. So you got to move. Someone fancy clothes, expensive cars, all the lights and all the sexy broads. I'm just steady shooting for the stars. Selfish, I just want to have it all. I was pretty much saying that aside from all the lights, all the glamour, all the pretty much the things that people would do this for, when someone says shoot for the stars, I'm honestly just trying to achieve the personal goals I've set for myself. You know what I mean? So past all that stuff to me would be a bonus regardless, but just it's like proving to myself that I can actually do what I've set out to do. Actually, wow, that the stuff actually means something. As I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, yes, nigga, you wrote from your heart. But they say you're not smart enough, G. She say you ain't smart enough, G. He say you're not fast enough, you're not calm enough, you're incapable, G. Hold up, wait, can't you see? I don't care what you think. I'm unstoppable, ain't no obstacle I can't overcome, G. I think that's to the point. There's nothing hidden in there. That's pretty much that's exactly. Take it at how it's said. I said ain't no innuendo, so take it as it is. Therefore, if I'm blind, I'ma make it mine. Flourish, y'all gonna see ahead of shine. Yo, this is your life, so are you alive? Live it to the maximum tonight. Life is like a dice, I'ma roll it twice. Throw it like a thug, be throwing signs. I control my time each and every time. I'ma pimp it to my own design. Also very straightforward. Regardless of the circumstance, like I said, it's a reiteration. Regardless of anything that's happening around you, happening around me, I'm going to make sure I get done what I need to get done. This was almost like a transition to what I used to be, the super shy, timid kid, to where I am today, where it's like, no matter what happens, I'm gonna keep going. Even if if I can't sleep for 8 days, that's what I'll do to get to where I need to be. Ain't no stopping. I said it. For my people, Curler, Lee, and D-Lo means more than my ego. I'ma prove there ain't no equal. Right past the moon, how fast I zoom. If you ain't know, don't act like you knew how much I grew. There ain't no stopping. So pretty much, it's a shout out to my siblings that if it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't have overcome. Not because we spoke all the time about, hey, buddy, how's your day? But like pretty much just showing me an example. Just by being who they are. So yeah. My name is Ron Dayvu, and this was Brilliance. Don't sue me, genius, please.